Hello everyone and welcome to Clan Generator, but with a twist. So this time we're gonna do a little bit of a challenge of sorts. Now there are like hundreds of challenges written out in Clangen's Discord by the people who love the game and play the game. But I sort of twisted the rules a little bit to my own well, what fit me and this series that I wanted to make. So these cats will not, just so we get everything out of the way, they will not be in the same clan as our, or in the same like world, well maybe the same world, but not anywhere near Stag Clan, Badger Clan, and Viper Clan. But they will have quite the different sort of lifestyle. So as you might have seen in the title, we're gonna be making a kingdom clan. So the roles are gonna be different, and our rules, aka the warrior code, I suppose, is also gonna be a little bit different. So, before we actually go in and make the clan, this is just sort of an intro episode. We're not actually gonna play today. But don't worry, because this weekend, either Saturday or Sunday, I suppose you'll know once this video is up, possibly, we will have the entire first year. And I was thinking this is the way we're gonna record it. So it'll be longer episodes each weekend, which is pretty nice to just chill and listen to. At least I think so. Okay, but the ranks and rules. I'll just pop them up in the side of the screen right now, and we'll go through them together. So the absolute highest rank you can have is, of course, a royal king or queen, which is the ruler of the kingdom, our leader, so to speak. And their mate will be just king or queen. They will not be the royal one. So they don't actually have any say in the matters of the clan. They will have the position of mediator, so they will not be going on patrols. They'll just kind of wander around in camp, very privileged. And then we have the royal advisor, which is the mediator of the clan. And the reason I have a mediator is, one, to just change it a little bit, you know, swap up the gameplay from the other clans. And I'm interested in seeing how that's gonna work out. So they're the only one who has any say of anything other than the leader, although they don't have a lot of say. You know, like king and queen, well, the royal one can still overrule them, but they're there to just talk. And then we have the medicine cat, which is pretty obvious which one that one is. And then we have the prince and princess of the royal king or queen. And it is only the kittens that are directly born to the king or queen. Now, the oldest living kitten of these cats is going to be the crown prince or princess, aka the deputy, the heir to the throne, so to speak. And when we go down to the low life of the clan, but mind you, they are the one doing all the heavy lifting. We have the peasants, who is the lowest rank in the clan. And we also have the knights, who is basically a peasant who has either gotten a scar so they become a knight, or, well, we'll see in the rules later, but they can become a knight in a little bit of different ways. And then we have a young peasant, which is just their apprentices, pretty much. And they can only be apprenticed to, all apprentices, just to make it, again, a little bit different from the actual warrior cats. They can only be apprenticed to their parents. So that's a little bit fun. For rules, we have that the rule number 1, the royal king or queen is part of the royal bloodline. So obviously there can be a coup, and if we lose our king or queen, then we're in a bit of trouble. But hopefully we can survive an entire century, aka 100 years. That's gonna be a lot of moons. Rule number 2 is all peasants must patrol and proceed every moon. And they can go in max, I would say, 3. 3 per group. It says rule 5, it's rule 4. Gotta change that. But medicine cats cannot choose a kitten over 3 moons to apprentice. So basically they choose their apprentice when the kitten is born, pretty much. And then they sort of just have them. Well, they're with their mothers, obviously, but they have sort of an ownership over the kitten, which obviously, I mean, I'm not saying these cats are good cats. They are a little bit hypocritical and such, but and then we have the actual rule number 5, but I'll say 6 just to make it more. Or I suppose, you know what? I will have changed this at this point. Yeah, no, so we have rule number 5. Peasants who earn a scar become knights, and they just do. There's not really anything they can do there. Unless the king, of course, says, no, you cannot. Because they do have the end say. And they can also... knights are allowed to proceed, or to not proceed on patrols. And rule number 7 is that... rule number 6 is that peasants can challenge a knight to the death for the chance to become a knight themselves. So that's just kind of a random generator kind of thing. I'll sort of check out their experience level and such to actually see who's most likely to win and then just roll for it. And rule number 7 is that when a royal advisor is lost or dead, a new advisor is chosen randomly from the youngest cats in the kingdom. So if we have 3 kittens, it's randomized between them. If our youngest cats are 5 adults, then it's randomized between them. But I'm sure we're all excited to actually see this kingdom. So we're gonna play on expanded mode. And if I ever forget a rule or anything like that, then just... It's a lot of rules. I'll probably get the hang of it eventually. Now, while it does sound weird, I was thinking just KingdomClan. Because, well, it's the most simple that way. Ooh, and here we have our cats. This one has a long scar here. And I was thinking for how they became a kingdom and such, perhaps they were previously a clan or similar to a clan, believing in StarClan and such, or their own version of ancestors. But eventually they sort of got lost in their own greed. And one of them supposedly made the decision that this should be a kingdom. And there should only be one leader, and that leader has final say. And then, of course, all the other rules. But I will say that that is probably going to be the father of whoever we choose. And the chosen one, the leader here, is going to be the first leader, like actual leader of KingdomClan. Now, as I mentioned earlier, they don't believe in StarClan. So the leader is only gonna have 1 life, which is gonna be pretty fun, pretty fun. So let's see here. We have Rhyme Stripe, a young adult, insecure. He's a den builder and a great hunter. Honestly, I really want like an insecure one. Sounds pretty fun. And then we have Hail Fox, insecure, good hunter, and deep StarClan bond. Well, that one's interesting because we don't have StarClan. Fireswarm, adventurous, good fighter, and fast runner. Oh, lonesome, deep connection to the dark forest. That's interesting. And then we have Basil Paw. I mean, this cat is really cool, but maybe we should, I'm gonna re-roll a little bit here. We do have this cat. A loyal female who has a keen eye. Ooh, that sounds pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. A young adult righteous. Natural intuition. Gloomy and a lore keeper. That would make sense for a... ooh. We have a somewhat clairvoyant cat here as well. I'm gonna do one more. Orange cats. I know a lot of you like orange cats. So let's see. We have vengeful, confident, lonesome, nervous. Well, there's not really any... there is this young adult, to be fair. Tempest Ash. Lonesome... I feel like if I skip these orange cats, a lot of people are gonna be angry. I don't know. Maybe Tempest is a good one. A young adult who's lonesome. That could make sense if their father was a bit, you know, not there for them, just pushing them constantly. Or should we risk the last reroll? Should we risk it? I'm gonna risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. Okay, we have an adult, a bloodthirsty adult, a senior, an adult, and we don't have a single young adult here. So unfortunately, I'll have to just do this real quick. I want it at least to be a young adult who's a little bit insecure. So let's see if we can find that. No young adults here who are insecure. That's a senior, that's an adult. There's no young adults. There's a playful ghost sense. Oh. Wouldn't it be cool? I mean, if this playful ghost sense, like the reason they had ghost sense is because they have like the memories as a kitten of StarClan. But I mean, it's gonna fade away obviously because they don't believe in StarClan. But okay, let's have this one be our first ever. Well, what was that? A queen, our first ever queen. Now I don't have the names chosen right now, but we'll see how that works. Now the deputy is not actually gonna be a deputy because the only one who can be a deputy is her kids. So we'll see. This is just a random cat, and there's a lot of seniors. I just realized. That's okay. I really like this coat here. So strict and keen eye. Now, who's gonna be the medicine cat? Righteous and beloved kid sitter. That's pretty good. Calm, lore master, and natural intuition. That's also really good. Oh, there's a lot of good ones here. compassionate, good climber, and steady paws. Okay, should we have steady paws? You know, I think steady paws is sounds really good. Now then, we gotta pick a bunch more cats, and definitely this one, as well as Mole Blotch. And let's look at the kittens. I mean, Thrift Kit, you are absolutely adorable, so we're gonna pick you. I haven't really been looking at the genders either, so I really hope there's a good amount of genders in there. A good mix. I think, oh, I don't know. Light paw, loyal, constantly climbing. I mean, loyal would be really good, right? But honestly, Clover Kit's glowing eyes are really cool. I also kind of like this one. Lavender. I'm not sure. I think we have enough seniors though. Well, maybe just one more. Although I think... let's take Light Paw at least. And then... Sky Paw and Shivering Fruit. And let's go next in our Kingdom Clan. Now I have, of course, already picked the Crystal River to start in. Because this looked the most like they've kind of taken over StarClan's own hunting grounds. Well, the Moon Crystal, I suppose this would be. Which kind of just shows how arrogant they are. That they are basically the rulers, they are StarClan, pretty much. So let's just go and complete this clan. And here they all are. So I think I'm gonna put up a post for everyone. So everyone can kind of have their own part in naming these little cats. But you guys, this weekend we're gonna actually start and play year 1 of these cats. And before I forget, Tornfeather, you are actually not deputy. We don't have one. Okay, you guys. And I'll also randomize with a random generator who is the mediator of the clan. But I'll see you guys for the 1 year long playthrough. And if you guys are enjoying this and want to see more of Kingdom Clan as well as our other clans, be sure to possibly subscribe and leave a like if you do like the video. But until next time, bye bye.